Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? Welcome to another segment of the Music Industry Makeover Podcast. You're going to shoot Ronnie Ron and D-Ray, the producer. Hey, what's going on, D-Ray? How you feeling, man?
Hey, man, we survived another week. We're here on Thursday nights. To God be the glory.
Yes.
It's been a trying week, a little bit tired, but Lord knows it beats the alternative. So we're just thankful to be here.
Definitely. Yeah. Speaking of the alternative, for those who may not know, one of our former hosts that was on here, Rico Gibson, his father passed away the other day, and so we want to send our heartfelt condolences out to him and his family during this hard time, and also to my cousin who lost his wife. So as well. So again, yes, again, we send our heartfelt condolences out there. And if you may have lost a loved one as well, we definitely do the same thing. Okay. So, yes, man. Yeah. And thank you there, Facebook user. Yes. Thank you so much. And hey, tomorrow's never promised to us. So that's why we to live for today and I'll make it count. All right.
No doubt.
But this is the Music Industry Makeover, as I said, so make sure you go and visit us, all right, musicindustrymakeover.com, and your marketing, promotions, advertising company, and see all the things that we have. We want to thank all our sponsors and advertisers for jumping on board with us, all right, and so we're going to let them speak a little bit, and then we'll be back, all right, so don't go nowhere. Hey, it's the Music Industry Makeover. We are on. Yeah. Man, I don't care what kind of event it is. As long as Black Yourself is in the building, the food is going to be right. That's what I'm talking about. Order yours today.
They said I wouldn't make it. They said I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't amount to anything. So no matter what people say, gonna love you anyway. And I shall live and not die. I'm gonna live my life abundantly, and I'll fulfill.
Yeah, that's right. I want to thank all our advertisers as well. Okay. Hey, make sure you definitely jump on board with them. Oh yes. Hey, Mr. GP, how you doing? Welcome, man.
What's
Thank you so
going on,
much,
Mr.
bro.
GP?
All right. Okay, definitely, man.
It's crazy, man. Every time you play that clip of Live and Not Die, first of all, give a shout out to Meek, shout out to Dorian, Big Carlos, and especially Will Quiet Storm Stokes. When you play that clip, the only thing I think about is, man, it was cold that day. Boy, it was brick out there. But it's one of the things when you're in your calling, and you're in your element, you don't really realize the elements until right afterwards, and it's just like, boy, it's cold out here. It's good memories from that day.
Oh man, awesome. Well, hey, it's a very good video, so you all go out and check it out. And there's D-Ray, the producer's link tree. Go see all the things that he has going on as well. All right, and again, also you can follow me on Linktree as well to see everything that I have going on. And hey, we want to connect with you artists out there for sure. Hey, Mary, good evening to you. And awesome, yes. Thank you so much for rocking with us. All right, and so again, hey, y'all spread the word out there. This is Music Industry Makeover Podcast, giving you some marketing and promotional tips. And so, hey, if I've got any questions or comments, feel free. We're going to be talking about Spotify. All right, and man,
Man,
yes,
you know
man.
what? I was really hesitant about what we're talking about because for
Mhm.
those of you that don't know, I'm really kind of a skeptic. I'm really
Yeah,
skeptical when it comes to new stuff.
right,
Right? I'm really,
right,
really. You got to really, really prove it to me before I say, okay, this is the real deal.
right.
And
Exactly.
what
Hey,
we're about to
Kevin,
talk about tonight, y'all. You
man.
heard it here first. This
Yes,
is the real deal, and this
yes.
is going to revolutionize the music industry. Now, whether or not it's going to benefit us
Hmm.
who actually write the music, produce the music, that remains to be seen. But what we're talking about tonight is a game changer.
Yes, it is definitely. But we don't want to not forget what we were going to discuss earlier. What the uh,
Right.
right, exactly, exactly. No, they knew club. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey, hey.
But Mary and Mary Miss Mary is jumping the gun a little bit.
Hmm.
But yeah, they knew it was a big deal. But it's
Hmm.
kind of like one of them things where they have the infrastructure to make that idea even better.
Yes.
And if you followed us for the past year or so, we share an article here and there. We'll say, hey, Spotify just bought this merch company that you can
Hmm.
sell merchandise. Hey, Spotify just bought this ticket company that you
Right.
can now starting to do tickets. Hey,
Right.
Spotify just did this. And so, they were, while Clubhouse did what they were doing,
Hmm.
and I give it to them. They just got, what is a week or so ago, they're valued at $1 billion. So they came
Right.
in just like what Facebook did.
Right.
I give them their props. Spotify
Right.
it was quietly playing chess.
Ha.
And as far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned, this for music. If you're a music person, I don't care if you're a DJ, if
Right.
you're a remixer, I don't care if you're a concert promoter, I don't care if you're a publisher,
Mhm.
whatever it is in the music business, this one is checkmate.
Checkmate, definitely, definitely. And man, well, you know what, since we here and but definitely um yeah, Clubhouse is great, but as you've heard us say in the past, how technology is always evolving. All
Mhm.
right. Well, now hey, there's Clubhouse, but now it's Green Room. Spotify Green Room. Okay.
Mm. I
Hey,
wasn't. I look once again, y'all. Spotify Green Room. I was not a
mm,
believer because Ron hit us up. For all of you that don't know,
mhm.
Ron and the rest of our co-hosts, we have like a little group chat that we talk about, and we talk to each other. And he said, "Hey, Spotify just launched their own version of Clubhouse. It's
Two
called
days
Green Room."
ago.
Right, 2 days
2
ago.
days ago.
And me, I kind of rolled my eyes. I was like, man, you know, I don't got kind of tired of Clubhouse because you jump on Clubhouse and it's, you
Right.
get the same information, you
Pretty
get the
much.
same people that want to hog the conversation. Um, and people come out of Clubhouse like they're experts, uh, and then in reality, they don't know, pretty much more than the average person.
Exactly, exactly.
This one though got some
Mm,
heavyweights
come on. Hey,
out
they
the
are
gate.
out the gate, y'all. Green Room. Again, we're not getting paid for this or so, but it's here to help you. All right. Especially as a new independent artist or just independent artist, period. You can build your fan base as well as build your monetary gain as well, too.
Yeah, so I heard this is one of the things that I heard somebody say real quickly on Green Room. You can be a stand-up comedian and you can do your own Green Room show, your own stand-up.
Mm,
You can record that same show, right?
yes.
And then re-release it through Spotify as a podcast.
They'll send you the record. Yes.
Yeah. So you go through that and you could basically do a whole show. You got a revenue stream. They have it in the system that you can sell merch.
Yes.
You can sell tickets to said show.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually you'll be able to sell tickets. So basically, if you're an independent artist, this is a godsend. You could do a
Man.
tour from your living room.
from your living room. Exactly. And this is going to add value to the in-person concert. So say you may not do too well doing it in person, but you have virtual there. So, I mean, hey, it's a win-win situation, but the reality is you got to work it. You have to get out there and market and promote yourself.
Here's the great thing about marketing and promoting on a Spotify platform, right? Mm-hmm. If I'm on Clubhouse, I may or may not be able to tell you my link tree or whatever.
Right.
On Green Room, it's a chat just like it is here.
Yes.
Where y'all can chat and whatever. You could talk and chat. I could put the link up to my Spotify, and whoever's in that room can hit that.
Yep, they can hit that link.
Okay. That counts as my listeners.
Hey, I'll see that again, the last part, because you froze up.
I'm sorry. I said that if people click on my link to my Spotify playlist or whatever I'm sharing that's on Spotify, that counts for my monthly listeners. That counts to my analytics. That counts to, you remember that stuff we were talking about that algorithm? That how many people are engaged with my page? Game changer. And it's immediate. It's right there. So not only are you talking, you can chat and put your links up right there in the same room.
Come on now. Come on.
So,
hey, guys, I'm telling you, technology is changing the game. Yes, GP. Yes. Hey, it's called Spotify Green Room. Go and check it out. Go download the app. It's in your app store. Go download it. And a few other features is where, as you know, like, you know, in Clubhouse, where you have to be invited on or so. Well, you still do here, but it's a lot more. What's the word? Oh man, my mind's
it's a lot more. It's a lot more universal. It's a lot more user friendly. It's a lot more open to wherein pretty much anybody can get on. If you can download. Yeah. Also, well, see. First of all, Miss Mary, we need to pray you out of that Android.
Yes, come on with the real thing.
Yeah, out of that Android. No, I'm just playing with you, Miss Mary. But you're not blocked out of that as an Android user. So out of the gate, you know, you can come on, and with Spotify's the way that they do, you don't have to be a paid user to use Greenhouse. So you can use the free option or the paid option, and you know, all around, it's just dope.
And when I downloaded, I was already a Spotify user, and so and so the thing is that it automatically went to my account. I set up a new one a profile, and then for DJs, this is man. Look here, getting tired of getting booted off of Facebook and other stuff. Hey, this right here. It already has an algorithm. It's already paying ASCAP, BMI, such and such, streaming royalties, all that. Okay, so DJs, yes, this is it right here.
So if you got a mixtape and you are tired of getting kicked off of Facebook, here it is. If you haven't integrated over the Mixcloud, here it is.
There you go. Exactly. Yes. Yeah. Clubhouse is heavy Apple user friendly. Right. Exactly. GP. So for as again, you all as artists, as Danny said earlier, you can just have your own concerts. Also, even have listening parties. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. But guess what? You gotta you have to get people there though. All right. You got to market it, put it out there.
But you know what, Ron? Here's the thing about that marketing part, and I agree with you. But here's the thing: when you do marketing, and when we know this from Clubhouse, if you create a room, all you got to do is create a room. 2 or 3 people gonna trickle in anyway,
right?
Regardless of whether you marketing or not. You know,
come on, exactly.
So
that's what we do. MIM, yes, sir.
Hey, GP, we wouldn't talk about it if it wasn't dope. I'm just keep it real with you. And I wouldn't even bring it up. I would just roll my eyes, but I have to admit, because I have seen the writing on the wall. What's going on, Quiet Storm? I've seen the writing on the wall with this thing and what they're trying to do. And for those of you who've been rocking with us for a while, we had a guest on that was talking about cryptocurrency a few months ago, so that the mechanism is there that you won't have to wait for your streams, you won't have to wait for your merch money, you won't have to wait for your virtual ticket sales. All of that stuff will be right there on your phone, and it'll come right there. Can you imagine somebody like Chance the Rapper or Kurt Franklin or Mary going on tour, and not only are they going to these arenas, right? Not only are they going to these theaters, they're doing virtual too.
Virtual.
Okay, so they're doing virtual too. So that means that there might be a show that might not come to your town, but just like this guy.
Yes.
Last month before they launched, go ahead, Ron.
No, go ahead. No.
Yeah. Last month before they launched a Green Room, they had their first in-app virtual concert with this artist. I'm not very familiar with who this artist is, but
me either.
But at the end of the day, the mechanism is there for you to have a virtual concert and not have to leave your house. Really?
Man. Guys, I'm just saying the tools are here for you. You have to work them. All right. Bottom line, you have to work them. And
yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go.
Yeah. You're talking the implications of, man, doing a music video playlist, doing a Christian hip hop cipher, live, doing it live. You know what I mean? Having CCM and gospel do a combined show and selling tickets. It's crazy.
It's crazy, Danny. And also too, this also goes back to the point that we've been pushing or been making about concerning radio. All right. You necessarily don't have to go to radio. You can go right here straight to your fans. Okay. Right. Bottom line, again, you don't have to deal with no radio promoter or this and that going through all the politics of it. So you can do it right here. Okay. I mean, technology has leveled the playing field. All right. And
absolutely, GP. Yes. And not only your performance royalties, your streaming royalties. If you are with ASCAP or BMI, every show that you do, you get performance royalties with BMI Live and ASCAP that do that. So, but going back to something that Ron just said, there's an artist by the name of Jokia who has a #1 record in the country called Yahweh, which is a great record, by the way.
Yes, a great record.
Great song. I know I'm Facebook friends with her management, and I'm Facebook friends with her as a matter of fact. I reached out to her and I was like, so can you give me a ballpark figure of what your radio promotion budget was? And of course, she wasn't gonna tell me the exact money. But let's just say hypothetically that she spent $5,000 on a radio budget. What could you as an independent artist do with $5,000 that did not involve radio? Let's talk about that for a minute.
That's a good segue there, Danny. Very good.
That $5,000. What could you do? I can create merchandising. I can have merchandise. I can have a really nice website, even though people don't really go to websites like they used to. I can really make sure that my social media marketing is up to par.
More so having that presence, for concerning the website, because like you said, folks are not really going to the website like they used to, but you need to have a presence. So something maybe a little bit cheaper. So because without all the fanfare.
Exactly. So you're looking at with a website, you're looking at like a jump page, right. And for people that don't know what a jump page is a one-page website that sends you other places, like just similar to
Linktree.
Like Linktree. Exactly.
Right.
So, but what can you do with that $5,000? I don't know. Maybe you could buy some Google ads, some Facebook ads, some Instagram ads.
Advertising.
Maybe you can pay for some advertising in other places that you can look at your analytics and say, my fan base, I could tell they're on their phones. They listen to my music more on their phones than they do in their cars. So maybe I need to create something just for the people that's on their phones.
See, and as again, we always push build your fan base. Nothing against radio promoters, but you have to understand: is this what I need? Is my audience where they are? Okay.
Right.
Again, it's cutting out the middleman. I mean, again, not trying to put nobody out of work or such and such, but technology is doing that. Okay. Again, we're just reporting the facts here. This is what technology is showing us. It is ever evolving. So Spotify is doing this. So Apple is going to jump on board.
Look, let me tell you something. Hey. That's going to be a certified fact. When you look at what Spotify just did, Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre are on the case. You bet you Apple already kind of started doing it with the verses. The verses, you know what I mean? Apple was already starting to do it with the verses. They were already kind of, with Apple Music and the live performances. Just you wait. There's gonna be an Apple Music version. And guess what else? There's gonna be a Google version as well.
I was about to say that Google and even possibly Amazon, maybe.
Exactly. And so what this means is that if you're an independent artist, while this can be really, really a really scary time, it should be a very exciting time because now you got more avenues to shine. You got more avenues to get out there, to kind of to navigate these waters. You got more tools that normally in the past were reserved to people with, $1 million budgets.
Come on now.
Now it's right there. Now you're still gonna have to work.
That's never going to change. That process will not change. You have to get out there and work, build up an audience, convince people why they need your music. Exactly. It's as simple as that. Exactly. That's all.
I saw a quote. Somebody was describing a comedian that they didn't think was funny, but that he outworks everybody. And I'm trying to remember the quote verbatim. I think it said that mediocre talent and hard work will always outshine talent that won't work.
Wow.
That true talent that won't work. So it's like you can be the greatest singer, you can be the greatest producer, you can be the greatest whatever, but if you don't get out there and work, all you're gonna be is a playground legend.
There it is. Hey, if y'all got any questions or comments, feel free to go ahead on and let us know. Again, this is the Music Industry Makeover. We just let you know what's in the music industry, some of the trends that are happening right now. Okay. And hey, one thing will never change is the process. All right. Marketing and promotions. You gotta have consistent visibility in front of the consumers out there. Why is your music important? Why should I listen to this? Okay, as opposed to somebody else.
Right. Absolutely.
And those are the main questions in any business. All right. Will Smith said he's willing to die on the treadmill. You will not outwork him. Yes, I think I remember reading that. So yes.
But those are the kind of people that you really should. If you're a hard worker. All right, you already know you're a hard worker. A comment like that don't do nothing but inspire you.
Right.
But if you are those type of people that you always got to be surrounded by people that are telling you can and you can do this and you do that and you like to be babied and you're not really a self-starter or whatever. I'm just telling you right now, comments like that are the reason that you're going to starve in the music industry because there are people out there that you just can't outwork.
You just can't. Right. Exactly. Ali says, as an independent artist, his major issue is building the right team. What?
Well, here's my response to that, Ali. I appreciate that comment. You got to ask yourself a question, and I don't know you, sir. and I hope that you can reach out and we get to know you, get to know your music.
Yeah.
But you got to ask yourself the question first: are you the type of teammate that somebody would actually want to be on the same team with?
That's a good one. That's
You
a
got to
good one.
always start with you. Are
Yes.
you the one? Are you an alpha or are you a follower? You know, and it's not so, and it's not a big deal if you are a follower, but you got to know who you are, and you got to be good with you. And even followers can be hard workers. Do you know who you are? You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't want to work with anybody that I got to outwork. Because Ron will tell you, you're gonna have to really go some distance to outwork me. Period.
Yes.
And the thing is, I don't want nobody else. I don't want to work with nobody else that I got to question what you're doing. You know, there's no reason. I don't care who you hire. You could pay 5,000, 10,000, whoever for an advertising agency. If you're not out there working as hard as they are, all you're doing is wasting money. Period.
All you doing. And again, when it comes to work, what Danny's mean as far as you putting yourself out there, promoting whatever it is that you're doing, trying to either making deals with trying to get your visibility more prevalent or so. I mean, because that's what promotions is. That's part of the main task when it comes to working hard, is you getting in on the minds of the consumers consistently. What avenues that's going to help me be sustainable? All right. And hey, again.
Now, Ali, I'll tell you this: in building the right team, I would look laterally at the moment. I would look at your peers. Who's beside you right now? Do you know somebody that's a great graphic artist? Do you know someone who may be able to navigate the industry a little bit better than you? Do you know someone who is a really, really dope producer? Do you know someone who has a knack for, you know, shows and doing live performances and helping you get places? Now, if you can identify those people, then, you know, go do what you do. But at the end of the day, it's got to start with you, man. You got to be the alpha.
And then also Ali, when you know, and not just Ali, but even other artists out there, when you find those people, don't go look for a free handout. Okay. It's again, if you know, if they offer it, cool. But at the same time, come with the intentions of wanting to bless them, wanting to give, you know, all right, say they may have a fee and you can't do all of it or so, but at least come with something. All right. Because that's again, most folks think, oh yeah, man, on my team, man, everybody's working for free. Well, and then we're gonna get paid later on it. Well, if that's an agreement that you made, okay, in paper, in writing. But for the most part, that's not really how that works. In the secular world, they actually pay each other. Okay.
Let me also say this, that in the spirit, you know, when you use your discernment, you can tell when someone is out for self or when they're actually trying to build. You know what I mean? You can tell, and it's like just how you come across someone. Like, you know, it's just like, you know, this person is out for self, and if that's your bag, I'm not gonna judge you, but guess what? I'm gonna call you on it and be like, well, this is how much I am. This is how much the service off it is. What is it?
Yeah. Just don't come with that one rib mentality. Exactly. Well, yes.
And then pull out a roll of hundreds, asking me if I got change.
Exactly.
You know, it's like, okay, see, that's gonna get your Old Testament beat down right there.
There you go. Exactly. Yeah, because you basically trying to take advantage of them.
Man, come on now. Don't do that.
Man, come on. Yes. Hey, again, if y'all got any questions, feel free. All right. Hey, again, we're just talking and letting you know what's going on. Definitely want to get to Danny's what was the word for?
It's called the waterfall strategy.
Waterfall strategy. All right. Definitely dealing with Spotify and go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, if you wanted to go ahead and get into it, if you got something else you needed to go over,
let's go ahead. Yeah, let's get into it right now before I forget. And then and then I just show this other one later.
Okay. So real quick, what the waterfall strategy is that instead of you releasing an album or an EP at one time, you basically take about 2.5 years to release one song every quarter. And what you're doing is each song that you're releasing, you're following the analytics on it. You're checking to see if people are listening, if people are streaming, is it being added on playlists? And what winds up happening is for every song that you do, it becomes a steady stream of releases, right? And what that does, that triggers the Spotify algorithm. It'll say, hey, here comes the next song by such and such or whatever. You wind up on more playlists that way, right? And what it also does, it gives you a means to start checking whether or not a song is working or not. So let's say, for example, you got 10 songs on one album, right? So you start releasing these singles and you say single 1 did really well, but single 2, not so much. Single 4 did really well, but that last one, not so much. So what you can do, you could take the 2 songs that did very, very well, put them on a playlist, and continue to release music. And pretty soon, you'll have a playlist of nothing but songs that you already know are doing very well.
That's
all right.
Good.
And then so now you have a playlist that's very popular. Now you got a playlist that people are going to listen to every day because these songs are already tried and true, right? And so if it works for Spotify, that's going to work for Apple Music as well, because what you're doing is you now know, you have a mechanism to know that people are listening and streaming this music, right? So that is essentially what the waterfall strategy is. It is, and instead of just think of it as, instead of one giant downpour, you're creating a steady stream of content. And when you're talking about every quarter, you're talking about every 3 months, a new song is coming up, right? And so theoretically, you're looking at doing this for an EP. An EP is 5 songs, up to 5 songs.
Right.
EP can be 10 songs as well, but really 5 songs. So if you have 5 songs and you're releasing them every quarter, then you're talking about for the next year and a half, nothing but releases coming from you, right? If you follow that strategy, if you're the type of artist that you can churn out stuff and you have a solid work ethic, you will start seeing a difference on your Spotify playlist algorithms. You'll start getting added a lot more. You'll start becoming more popular. And with this green room thing, you're going to start being able to direct people to your playlist right there within Spotify.
Come on now. Yes, definitely. When you say a key thing, though, your work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that work ethic. What is your work ethic like?
I don't care. You know, I just don't care what kind of technology it is. I don't care what kind of technique it is. If you don't work it, it's not going to work.
It's not going to work. Nope. Hey, it is what it is, y'all. And then again, you can't expect people who have businesses like us or so to work magic for you. So because again, what are you doing?
Right.
You know, so and then to add to that for us again with the Spotify. All right, again, this is another game changer right here. You know what I'm saying? Again, you could sell your merchandise. All right, Spotify now allows artists to sell merchandise directly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, there it is. That's the article that Danny sent. So it's like technology is making it convenient for you as an artist. You still have to put in that work. And
here's the great thing about that. For those of us who have been in the business a long time, you know how tedious it is to have T-shirts and have inventory, right? You know, and sometimes it can be a pain in the butt making sure that you have enough of the kind of sizes, making sure that you have the styles or whatever. You know, it's a lot of tedious work. What this thing does, it actually allows you to create your stuff and drop ship it, meaning you don't even have any on-site inventory. You're doing all of this stuff virtual. So you
Wow,
go to
wow,
like
wow.
exactly. So you're going to some app like a Teespring or a Printify or one of these apps. You're
Mm-hmm.
designing your merch right there, and you don't even have to worry about keeping it and storing it and putting it up or nothing. It's virtual. It's not going to get made until somebody buys it. Bam.
They cut down on inventory. You know what I'm saying? Having to hire somebody, whatever, or do. I mean, hey, look,
I mean,
guys, how bad do you want it?
right. And then it goes back to what is your why?
Your why?
It always comes back to what is your why. If your why is okay, I want to do ministry, then great. Guess what? You could do journals. You could do like what is it?
Mm-hmm.
Was it a driven purpose? What was the name of that book
Purpose
that came
driven
out?
life.
Purpose driven life. I
Yes,
remember somebody bought me that book and it had a journal that came with it. Right?
yes, it sure did.
You can do as a Christian artist, you could do a journal, with and have people do affirmations to your song,
There you
right?
go.
You can do
There
stuff
you go.
like that. You can, if you a Christian hip hop artist and you know that hey, your audience ain't listening to the radio, but they do like anime, you can you can
Uh-huh.
find you somebody. I saw today on YouTube, and I got to send you this link, Ron.
Mm-hmm.
Someone has started a lo-fi Christian hip hop channel on YouTube that is nothing but basically lo-fi Christian hip hop chill music. That's
Really?
it.
I got to
Yeah,
see this. What?
yeah. It's
Man.
like lo-fi hip hop is good, but like every now and then you can listen to it and it might be something inappropriate that you don't really want to hear or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
that's hip hop in and of itself. But this
Right.
guy, I was listening to it, I was like, man, lo-fi Christian hip hop instrumentals. Bam. Another way that you can get out there.
And
Especially if
just
you're
playing the music on, yeah,
yeah,
just basically playing on music on YouTube, and that's it.
yeah, it's just an instrumental. Yeah. And it's like a 30-minute mixtape, and it's just like wow, you know.
Wow.
It's so many
Wow.
ways that you can do it, but once again, what is your why?
What is your why? Definitely. Ali says, please don't mistake the previous comment as someone begging or someone drowning. No, not at all. Things are jumping right now. That was only a statement because my fine has been so hard. It just gets a little draining doing everything yourself.
That is a
Yes.
fact.
Yes, you will get drained doing everything yourself. That's why you need a team. Most
That is
definitely.
that is
And
a
that,
fact. That is a
yes,
fact, sir.
yes.
My
Okay,
comment, my
great.
comment wasn't really directed at you, Ali, brother. My
Mm-hmm.
comment was directed at independent artists who will come back and look at this and talk about, yeah, I need a team too. Well, if you're not a hard worker, no, you don't need a team.
Right.
If you don't know how hard it is to do all of this stuff yourself, you don't need a team yet. You ain't worked
Right.
hard enough yet. I
Right.
mean, literally, I thank God for my wiring because I am wired to do certain things like
Mm-hmm.
Photoshop. I'm wired to do Final Cut Pro. I'm wired to do Logic Pro. I'm wired.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just really in my internal wire is that. But don't get it twisted. It is hard work.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of long hours. But the thing that the people you want to surround yourself with are people that work just as hard as you.
There you
Period.
go. Definitely. Yes, man. So, hey, Ali, hey, man, you keep grinding, man, doing what you need to do, and prayerfully you'll get that team. All right, and again, God will send you that team, and it may not be always in the way of free. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
again, just yeah, you will attract the people that are like you. Okay, but you said that key thing. It is very draining trying to do everything yourself for sure.
Look,
Yeah, go
let me
ahead,
tell
Nick.
you something. Hey, yeah, let me tell you something, Ollie. Let me tell you somebody else you need on your team. You need somebody on your team who will tell you when your music is not good.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yes.
need somebody on your team that you can trust that will give you an honest opinion. Because if you ask your friends, your family, it's going to always be good to them. because they feel like it's their duty to always lift you up and to uplift you. But the reality of it is, it might not be what you think it is. So if you need somebody on your team that can be like, you might want to try that again.
Oh,
now,
can we tell
Ollie,
you? Nah, man.
now, Ollie,
Hey, time is money, sir. But that's a different talk
and
to.
let me also tell you this, Ollie. You got to be ready for the critique. You got to be really, really ready.
That's right, Mary. Yes, men are not good on your team. Exactly.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
not at all.
right.
But you got to be willing to accept criticism and understand that where the person is coming from, they're not coming from an angle that they are trying to destroy your dream or they're trying to do this. Because let me just tell y'all, we tell y'all just about every other week, we done heard some doozies of songs. We done heard we done heard some doozies.
Yes.
It's just like, you cannot be serious.
Man, come on. Hey. Yeah, and that's where a lot of artists, they get that false assumption that, oh yes, my music is anointed such and such, whatever, and yes, it's going to touch lives. But if it doesn't sound good, and the people are the ones who really determine if you have good music. All right. You say, yeah, agree, time is money. Okay.
All right. Well, here's the thing about what Ron just said. The whole situation with Spotify that we're talking about, you ain't gonna be able to sell your music that way. You're not gonna be able to attract the audience by going on Green Room and telling them your music is going to bless somebody. That ain't how it's gonna do. That's not how it's gonna roll. It's gonna have to be something attached to you and some strategy behind you that's going to separate and differentiate you from anybody else that's out there, because it's going to be a ton of content coming now.
Oh man,
you think the pandemic that people was releasing music, it's going to be a ton of music now. If you don't know what your lane is, you're going to be in a rowboat in a tsunami. Pretty much that's what's going to happen. If you don't know what your lane is, and you just get out there in that water with no map, no compass, no team, no nothing, you a rowboat in the tsunami, because it's going to be a bunch of stuff out there, and you're going to get lost in the sauce, man. I'll tell you what, though, Ollie, inbox me, send me a friend request, and let's chop it up. We'll talk about it.
Man. Well said, Danny. Awesome. Okay, hopefully, this is helping somebody. Well, yes, we know it is, because every week we look forward to bringing this knowledge to you and go to the next level. And again, we would love to go with it if you would need our service. Okay, this is part of what we do. All right, we don't know everything, but we know certain things, and we're constantly learning every day. Just like, hey, I found out about Spotify today. Okay, this new technology, and Green Room. I'm like, man, which shows you it is ever changing. Technology is ever changing. All right, hey, awesome. Yes, definitely pleased to meet you, sir, as well. Yeah, I believe we are. I think you had inboxed me a while back or so, but yes. But yeah, it's just showing you how technology is always changing, and we don't want you to drown in the sea of change. That's why you have to be aware of it. Okay.
Man. And our genres with our folks are usually the last ones to really change.
That's
the
gospel.
last ones. Yeah, you know what I mean? That are the last ones to really accept technology and to find a way to learn from it so that they can benefit their careers. This is not a time for you to be like, well, I don't want to do that. This ain't gonna work. Don't be the guy. I think I told the story years ago. I was at a show, and this was right when CDs were popping, and I was at a concert, and there was a man out there, and I guess he was a manager of one of the acts, and he was out there with 45 vinyl records, giving them out. And it's like, man, ain't nobody out here got a CD player. I mean, ain't nobody out here got a record player. We all got CD players at home. Don't be that dude that you show up with CDs and everybody, all of your audience listens to Spotify. They're gonna look at that CD and be like, "What you want me to do with it?" You know, I mean, literally, you got to know your audience. You got to know who your people are. You know, so and don't be that person that's like, well, I'm scared of technology. Well, guess what? Then that's somebody else you need to have on your team. Somebody that knows technology. You got to
Exactly.
have somebody on your team that knows it. You know,
nobody was successful by themselves. They had
Absolutely.
people around them. All right. Henry T. Ford, you know what I'm saying? Hey, he had folks assembling the Ford car model, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
The Golden Gate Bridge, you know what I'm saying? Again, folks came together.
I mean, look at Motown. Everybody talks about Berry Gordy, but trust and believe, there was a lot of people that put Motown together. There's a lot of people that put No Limit Records together.
Exactly.
A lot of people that put
Death Row together.
Put Death Row together. You know, and so the main focus is you got to be like-minded. You got to have hard-working people, and you all have to have the same vision. You can't have somebody on your team that is money-minded when you're ministry-minded. Those two are not going to work unless that person is, okay, you know what? I believe in your ministry. I'm going to go out here and find you the money to make that happen. That's different. That's real different than you're ministry-minded. I'm going to find a way that I can make $1 off of you. That's that stuff we need to watch out for right there.
We got to watch out for that. Exactly. Yes. That's not good business. And that's where a lot of conflict comes in. And then we have folks falling out, whatever. Well, see, I'm trying to do such for ministry and all, but you taking it. Well, no, hey, again, it has to be clear. These are my intentions. This is what I'm trying to do. All right, everybody. Communication is very important. All right. Hey, thank you there, Ali. Yes, again, that's this is what we do here. And again, try to give you all those jewels so that you can go out and work it. All right, again, because we're sowing. First, the most precious gift, all right, you can give somebody is your time. All right. And again, we're giving of our time to you for an hour to go out and be the best that you can in your music industry, ministry, whatever you want to call it. All right. But again, we're not going to do it for you unless you pay us. You know what I'm saying? That's a different talk show now. But all right, but again, we're giving you some nuggets because we're sowing into you, and so you sowing into somebody else. And as the Bible said, there's a time to give. All right, but the fact that what a time to reap and a time to sow as well.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think because we know our why. I know my why is why that while I'm not going to let you cheat me. I'm not going to sit up here and let you take advantage of me. Right. I can look, I answer to a higher power.
Right.
So you know what I mean? So I say just reach out and we'll see where it goes, but just be sure that I have a team. Just let y'all know that I have a team.
Yes,
and not only do I have a team, but God got my back. Jesus got my back. So it's like, hey, come correct.
There you go. Hey, and again, God has your back as well as you are one of his child, but he wants you to also to do things in decency and order, especially when it comes to business. Do things with integrity. That's what I pride myself on. Proverbs 22:1 of having a good name. Especially in this, because again, I want to be respectful and I want to go above and beyond. Just as Danny said, he knows his why. I know my why. And one of my main whys is again creating platforms, for the kingdom of God. Saying as many like this here, virtual, live, radio, television events. Yes, creating those platforms for you artists out there to have that consistent visibility. All right. Again, let the world see what we're doing. Come instead of me trying to get on their platform or you trying to get on their platform. So yeah, that's my main why. Well, no, that's part of my main why, because my main why is to uplift the name of Jesus Christ. All right. The entertainment that promotes interchangement. So again, know your why as an artist. There's nothing wrong with making money. There's nothing wrong with if you want to call it a ministry, what it's XYZ, whatever. Yes, okay. You know what you do. Let your life be your ministry.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with making money. Make that money. All right.
my main thing is be honest with what you're trying to do. Be honest and be upfront. And you know, if you tell me, hey, I'm out here, you know, because I want to be able to buy a Bentley. Cool. I can respect the fact that you said that. I really can. I can respect the fact that, you know, you want material things. Now, you know, every now and then we might have a conversation about why, you know, seeking material things first is not a good idea. You know, we might have that conversation. We might not, because at the end of the day, it's really all about you. What is your why?
Right.
You know,
what
is your why? So,
yep. So again, guys, well, definitely want to thank y'all so much for allowing us to come into your homes through your computer or phone or so. Danny, appreciate what you do, man, for your consistency being on here, and I'm committed as well, man. Hey, man, because you give great information, and I know you be blessed, and everyone else, you know, again, hey, you know, let's all go to the next level. All right. So again, go ahead.
Oh, if you were wrapping up, I did want to leave.
Go ahead.
Somebody sent me something that I really want to inspire all of the content creators, producers, people in this industry that are coming up, that you're starting off, that you don't know exactly which way to go. And the people that starting off, somebody sent me this poem. It says, change was never in the wind. It was in your heart and mind. It was in your skin and your dreams. The wind was in your lungs when you turned toward your passion and hopes. And suddenly at your back, it was at your back, and it strengthened you, which means you're ready now. Don't wait for the wind anymore. And so bottom line is, you got all that you need within you. All you got to do is believe that it's there. You don't have to wait on the wind. You are the wind. You know, all you got to do is just say, yes, this is what I'm going to do. Be resolute with it. I understand why I'm doing it, because if you don't understand why you're doing it, don't do it yet. Don't do it until you understand why. But once you get that why and you understand why you're doing it, go full speed, go full blast. All gas, no brakes.
All gas, no brakes. That's it. All right. Hey, man, great words there from the great D-Ray. Makes D-Ray the producer. Make sure you go and check him out. All right, on his link tree. Okay, as he again, follow him and everything he has going on, and utilize his services as well. And yours truly as well. Feel free to definitely follow what I'm doing. Say, hey, God has opened up some doors for me, and you know, hey, I'm all about making those quiet moves, and I just rather let you see the results of it, you know, once it's there. You know, so and don't go telling everybody your business. You know what I'm saying? It's just,
man, yeah. Sometimes, man, you got to.
Yeah.
You know what? A few years ago, people didn't even know I was getting my MBA until I posted my doggone confirmation letter that I was graduating. Nobody knew it, you know, because a lot of times when you tell people what you're doing, you know, people will try to talk you out of it. And, you know, I think that's really how the enemy operates. You know, the enemy doesn't come to you as like this fire and brimstone person. It'll come to you as a friend trying to use common sense that's trying to talk you out of your destiny. So that's why a lot of times quiet moves, man. You know, you won't never know that a submarine is there until it surfaces. Period.
Yeah, I like that. Yes. Awesome. Yes. Hey, no problem, Mary. Definitely. Hey, thank you so much for your continued support throughout the years. And we're still here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is. I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? Folks, again, you know, just keep in mind, know your why, and stay humble as possible. And don't try to brag about your accomplishments or what is to come, because if it never comes and you hyping things up, you're gonna be looking foolish later on. You know, it's like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, hey, you know, stay humble. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Nick. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Many blessings to you as well. You know what I'm saying? Go after your dreams. Hey, you as an artist, whatever, hey, go do what you feel that God has called you to do, but you got to work it. You know what I'm saying? God is not a magician. I don't care how anointed you may be and how anointed your songs are. You have to work. You have to get out there and promote your craft that you're doing through the gospel.
That's
all right. You know, just because it say Jesus doesn't mean the folks going to automatically jump on it and things. You know, there is.
You know, if it wasn't necessary for people to get out and actually plant seeds, we'd all be eating seeds now.
Yes.
You don't just see, if you're hungry, you're eating food as a result of somebody hard work, getting out, planting seeds, cultivating a field, and going out there and reaping harvest and bringing this food to feed these cows, to do whatever. All of that is a result of hard work. We're not eating seeds because of somebody else's hard work. So you think about that when you have something that you're trying to do. Are you throwing seeds at people? Or are you throwing spiritual seeds? Or are you throwing spiritual food? Maybe that sounds like critical dialogue right there.
Yes. Man, I'm telling you, hey.
I felt a little Crawley crawl up in my
Crawley. Oh man, Crawley rubbing off on you, huh?
Oh boy, let me wake up.
Yes, right. Well, hey, Lord, hey, you all be blessed out there. Remember, you matter in the kingdom of God, so don't compare yourself or your ministry to anyone else out there. Do what God's called you to do. You'll be just fine. I want to thank our advertisers and sponsors. And if you're interested in wanting to come on, feel free. All right. We are here for you. We want to definitely help push your product. If you're an author or an artist or business owner, hey, let's promote what it is that you have out there. Okay. All right. Hey, look, you all be blessed. We'll see you and stay safe. All right. Be blessed.